Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy Nixie coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. I wanted to go over one of the GOATs, J. Cole. J. Cole is one of my favorite artists of all time. And if you guys do have any more comments, suggestions for any different types of artists y'all want to go ahead and have me do, drop it down below. I'm more than happy to get to it. Let's not waste no time. Let's do a J. Cole vocal breakdown right now. So this is what we have here, and we're going to go into it and play it right now. Let's go. Come on. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Okay, let's get into it. But before we jump right into it, I actually want to compare it to, J. Cole's original, vocal. It's very tough to do somebody like J. Cole. He's a GOAT. It's hard to do a GOAT, but we got in the ballpark. We got there. Let's compare it to J. Cole's original vocal from the song. Let's see how close we really got. Come on, let's go. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Ooh, okay, so we got close. We got close. We got close to J. Cole as we could. All right, so let's go ahead and start to break down the vocal preset. I'm actually gonna bypass it in and out really quickly so we can hear what it sounds like with and without. The thing about J. Cole is that J. Cole is just a good ass rapper. You don't need to do too much processing when you actually know how to rap. So that's what I always try to tell people, man. Sometimes it's not the plugin. Sometimes you just got to get better. Sometimes you just got to be real with yourself. In the process of you being real with yourself, telling yourself, damn, it's not my equipment, it's not my plugins, it's not nothing. I just got to get better. That's actually going to help you improve at making music. And when you have somebody like J. Cole, you don't got to do too much. J. Cole is J. Cole. You don't got to do too much. You can't make J. Cole sound like J. Cole. J. Cole is himself, So let's listen to it with and without. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? There's all the pain he brought. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? There's all the pain he brought you. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking? All right, so you guys hear the before and after. I feel like it was pretty dramatic. See, this is what separates an okay engineer from a great engineer. Sometimes it's not about what you do. Sometimes it's about what you don't do. Okay, like if you have a great rapper in front of you that's really like J. Cole, a legendary rapper, you don't got to do too much to make it sound good. You just got to enhance it. It's way, way, way harder to take a test and go from 99% to 100%, because it's just an incremental change versus where if you got like a F on the test, now you're going from a C, you'd be like, wow, that's a dramatic difference. I got a whole 25% better on the test. But that's the thing about it. It's harder to make incremental improvements, especially to somebody like J. Cole. So when I think about J. Cole, he records on something like a Neumann U87. So if you don't have something like a Neumann U87, what you can do is actually look up the damn microphone. Look at the frequency response. Look at what is J. Cole's microphone given to him. And one thing I know about the U87 that is known for a lot of presence, a lot of detail, a lot of clarity, but in a very moderate way. Not like a C800 where a C800 is just so bright and glamorous, but more like a U87 that's just very, up a little push in the high mid. So first thing I did is the SSL channel. Let's listen to it with and without. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? So most importantly, that you gotta hear past the volume. It's more like there's more of a presence energy. And the way I was able to do that is to push the high mids a little bit like that. So it just makes J. Cole sound more direct, more sound in front of the music, you know, because hip-hop music is very dense. You hear the kick, it's all lo-fi and all that stuff. So his vocal is providing a little bit of contrast. Okay, cool. After that with J. Cole, you know, we just wrote off like 87 hertz. You know, J. Cole's voice is kind of it's pushing that boundary of deep to moderate. So it's pretty good how I went in there. And also after that, we pushed a little bit of the low shelf in like kind of like a boost and cut type of situation, just reshaping the low end of J. Cole's vocal. And then I used this trick of the SSL channel where I put it on the infinity mode, which turns it into a limiter. So limiter is just a compressor that has a very high ratio. And the main thing about using this on an SSL is it gives more attack, more of the transient enhancement to J. Cole's vocal. Just listen to how like the transient, the energy of his words has just a little bit more power. J. Cole is a lyricist. I'm trying to work into his strengths. If he's got great lyrics, I got to enhance every single of the words. Listen. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your... And it's kind of funny, the thing about the SSL is it's supposed to have an automatic makeup gain, but once you go past that first light, it's gonna be kind of, you know, it's gonna kind of just be a little bit louder. But the main thing about it, you just hear a little bit more impact. That's the word for J. Cole. And then after that, we was using the de-esser. J. Cole's the type of dude, he know how to work a microphone. When you know how to rap, you know, the whole situation is different. So you guys just got to get better at actually recording, because if you know how to record, you're going to make it easier for yourself. Like a NASCAR pit stop, you already got the nitrous, you already got the gas inside of your car. While you racing, which is pretty much rapping, you don't got to go back and be like, oh man, one of my tires is messed up. I didn't put the best tires in there and everything like that. So that's the thing. Let's look at J. Cole. You know, it's not too much de-essing or nothing like that. Just I'm just really reshaping the vocal. I'm not trying to take out any harshness. It's J. Cole. He know how to rap into a microphone. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? All right, cool. So that was the de-esser. Next thing after that, we had something like the waves, the C4. So this is one of my presets, Multiband C800. I usually use this preset when I feel like, okay, I just want to get a little bit control of the body, the lower end of his vocal. So I'm only mostly doing a little bit of multiband compression over here on the lower register of J. Cole's vocal. And it just really tightens up that low mid. Once upon a time, because I be goddamn, like all the transitions in between his words, the main meat and the main weight of his vocal, I'm controlling that with the C4. So let's bypass the in and out. Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? So the very interesting thing about making music is that sometimes when you take away something, you actually get something added back, if that makes any sense. So when I took away a little bit of J. Cole's low mid, it actually made the vocal sound a little bit more clear. So that's why I always go for something reductive first before I go for additive. I'm just trying to shape what I already have. Okay, if I only got some eggs, some tomatoes, let me make a goddamn omelet rather than for me to reinvent the wheel and try to make a bacon, egg, sausage McMuffin. You feel me? You got to use the ingredients that you already have, that the rapper's giving it to you, okay? All right, after that, we have something like the Fairchild, the 670. So I know J. Cole's vocal, I want it to be up front. He's a lyricist. I want everybody in the world to feel like J. Cole's on the podium. He just spit into you, and he just once upon a time, but I be goddamn. So it made me think of something like the Fairchild, which is gonna be very smooth. It is actually gonna add a little bit of brightness, because we all know that tubes add even order harmonics. So you know, as you're saturating somebody like J. Cole's vocal, is actually like kind of like giving a little bit more detail to that high end, you know, knowing that J. Cole likes to record on a U87. I'm like, okay, I got that little presence boost. Let me enhance it with something like saturation. Or let's bypass the in and out. I'm pushing the input gain pretty hard. I'm driving those tools so J. Cole can sound like he's really up for it in the mix. And actually, I'm using this to get a lot of my level. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna bring it in and out.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger?
So this is what I always try to tell you guys. You gotta look past the volume. You have to look past the volume. Say, oh, it's not level matched. Nick, it's not level matched. How am I supposed to learn? It's not level matched. You can't be like that, bruh. You cannot be like that, because I'm trying to tell you, analog modeled plugins, they have the output gain, which is a colored output gain. So you're gonna get some of the seasoning. You're gonna get some of the taste coming out of something like this. In your DAW, the regular fader, that's a clean gain. You know, so you gotta understand the difference between colored gain and clean gain. Unseasoned chicken and seasoned chicken. Boiled chicken and barbecue chicken. They have a different flavor. One is cleaner than the other. One is dirtier. One is a little bit more muckier than the other. You can use that to your advantage. And, you know, of course, with this threshold, I'm just tapping that Fairchild, just kissing it a little bit. It's just really just helping smooth out J. Cole's vocal. So back in the days, them boys never had some stuff like Soothe. They had something like a Fairchild and the components inside of their, you know, hardware units that was smoothing out the vocal. Then after that, I have something like this, like a basic, you know, EQ, just the R EQ. I love how R EQ is very musical, but pay attention to right here, the high mid, that's the presence boost. That's the presence boost, a high show. I'm boosting the presence of J. Cole. I want him to be apparent. Let's listen to it with and without.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the...
Look how much of a difference something like a REQ can make to something like a J. Cole vocal. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all already have the tools. You just got to know how to use it. Something like a REQ, I know you hear the difference. It made it sound so much more clean, so much more present, so much more tidy. You know, it's kind of like a maid. It walked into the vocal, the house of the vocal, and it just started dusting up, it started brooming up, it started wiping down the tables, and it just sounds so much more clean and squeaky. You know, it threw some of that Arm & Hammer, some of that Pine Sol on the floor and just made it so squeaky clean and just, J. Cole, just listen to it.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your... Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time?
That's what I always be trying to tell y'all. Y'all got to stop making excuses because you got the tools. You see how something like an REQ made a difference like that? Come on. And then after that, we have the J37, you know, on 15 IPS. That's just neutral, keeping J. Cole's tone. And of course, I went ahead and brought in a little bit of this tape right here. I actually boosted a little bit of the noise. I wanted J. Cole's vocal to feel a little bit bigger. You know, it's kind of like a peacock. You know, what peacocks do actually is when they're trying to get a mate, they start extending their feathers out. They start bringing their feathers out, trying to make it seem like they're bigger than what they really is. So I take that same concept and I put that bit into the music, right? I put that into the music. I think owls also do that as well, where they spread their wings, they make it look like they're bigger than what they really is. I put a little bit of noise into J. Cole's vocal, a little bit of that tape noise, a little bit of that tape hiss to make it just seem a little bit bigger than what it really is.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind?
And of course, we got to understand that with the tape, I'm hitting the tape really hard. I'm slapping the tape. Back in the days, people used to hit the tape real hard because it gives you a certain reaction. Kind of like if you one little kid slaps another kid, what is he gonna do? He's gonna give him a reaction. He's gonna hit him back, or he's gonna cry. The other little kid doesn't just sit there and say, "Oh, thanks." No, that doesn't happen. That's not a natural human reaction. So that's why people like tape a lot, because it gives a human reaction. You hit the tape hard, it gives you a little bit of form of tape compression and soft saturation. All right, then we have the R-Vox. We ain't doing nothing crazy with the R-Vox. You know how we get down with the R-Vox. It's giving a little bit of body, a little bit of weight, and mostly using it for the gate to just really tighten up the vocal.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still?
I just love something about the R-Vox. It actually sounds like I did like an EQ move or something like that, because it just really tidies up that lower end of J. Cole's vocal. It really just compresses it. It really just takes the shopping cart and fits all of the groceries, which is like the nuances, the cut, the lyrics, all into that shopping cart, and just really tidies up, compacts that bit. So after that, we had the de-esser just lightly just reshaping J. Cole's vocal. This wasn't even really about taking away the harshness. I'm really just seeing it in an artistic perspective, reshaping the high end of J. Cole's vocal. I was boosting the presence, 8K, 5K, somewhere around that, with a high shelf and all that stuff you see with the 2 EQ moves, and I'm just compensating for it. I'm just reshaping the high end.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger?
So it's kind of like any other situation where you got to understand how often is that thing that's coming through. How often is the triggering of the de-esser happening? So it's kind of like a remote control. I know J. Cole isn't clicking the de-esser. He's not powering on the de-esser too much. So that's kind of how I set it up like that, just to be something that's light, reshaping the high end. And of course, fresh air. Why not? Why not? J. Cole is the type of guy, he got to compete with Drake. He got to compete with Drake, Future, and all the other rappers, so he's got to have a lot of that little mainstream brightness inside of his music, even though he kind of got that classical tone. So let's go.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought?
So very interesting, the saturation curve of a fresh air. I just recently learned that this is actually like a pool tech, where this is a bell shape and this is like a high shelf. So that's pretty interesting to know as well. Maybe another video I might show you guys what that looked like. Then after that, I have the H delay poof, just a little bit slap back to give J. Cole a little bit of dimension. And then after that, a parallel split using something like R-Verb. So that's why I love Studio Rack. I could just do a parallel. I don't got to do an aux or nothing like that real fast. And then after that, we have the delay, which is an 8th delay, giving J. Cole a little bit of bounce.
Life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind?
Yeah, so that was pretty much just to fill in the space in between J. Cole's words. You can't even really hear it. If you pay attention in the original song, J. Cole's vocal was like damn near very dry. So just a dark chamber, a little bit of R-Verb, S1 stereo imager to push it out. Because I still want his lyrics to be the main focus. I don't want anything to distract from J. Cole's lyrics. After that, we had something like a CLA 76 giving some more of that brightness. Like I said, J. Cole got to compete with Drake and all these other rappers. So he still got to have that brightness tone of that mainstream, that clarity, It's kind kind of like when you go to a car dealership, you know, when you looking at all these brand new cars, it's kind of like rappers, you know, you're like, ooh, that's the shiny car. I wanna, you know, buy that car. It's the same thing when it comes to making music, you know, just a little bit of that sparkliness, that cleanness, that clarity might be the difference between you liking one rapper over the other, because it just sounds so fresh and so clean, and it makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Like that. So yeah, last thing, let's just go over the J. Cole ad-libs real fast.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. And I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind?
So the thing about these ad-libs, if you can listen to closely right here, let's listen to the contrast between the lead vocal delay and the ad-lib delay. Listen to it.
Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind?
So you hear that flanging, that woo, woo, woo. So that's the thing. That's how you create separation. Sometimes you don't have to, you know, do too much. What you can do is just put like an effect on the ad-libs or something like that, just to give the listener something new. You know, they've been eating French fries the whole entire song, so I gave them a little milkshake with the ad-libs, a little something sweet, a little candy, just to refresh their taste. So we had something like the SSL E channel strip, and of course, you know, we're just cleaning up the ad-libs, boosting a little top, kind of like a smiley face type of EQ curve, and then of course we're doing a little compression.
Does all the pain he brought you still linger on your mind? Beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no one.
All right, so you guys hear what that kind of did, and after that we had the C4 using it on de-esser and bass comp mode, so pretty much like a utility type of situation. In the beginning I was using it like as a control thing, but this is more like utility, just to take away the harshness of the ad-libs, because for sure I was going in a little bit crazy on those ad-libs, and we just needed to, you know, give it a little bit of guidance, kind of like when you was in school you had like a guidance counselor or somebody who to tell you to, oh yo, don't do that shit, you know. So it's just the principle of like the vocal of that ad-lib. The ad-lib is like a little bad jit, a little bad kid jumping all over the place. The C4 just keeping that bit in check. All right, so after that we have the R-Vox.
Beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time.
So yeah, you guys could kind of start hearing that the mono mod was pretty important. So I didn't really make it like ad-libs, I made it more like accents, you know, kind of like the hype man right behind J. Cole saying, yeah, no, the less cold world, you know, just kind of just being like a complete just hype man for J. Cole.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life kept.
So you see, without the mono mod, it kind of really sounds boring. And I put the mono mod in front of my effects, so my effects can start moving around. So my delay is moving around, my reverb is moving around. It's just a bunch of craziness in the background, but it's not coming too frequently. It's not coming too frequently, and that's something that you got to do. Sometimes you got a rapper like J. Cole that's rapping, and you gotta just add a little bit of excitement. You know, I think in the original song he didn't really do too much ad-libs like that, but this was just me showing you how somebody like J. Cole, if you're trying to do that style, you still got to keep the listener entertained. You still got to give him a little ear candy, a little, you know, a little something to snack on, pretty much. You know, the vocal is the whole meal, but the ad-libs is the little snack for them to eat on.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be.
So contrast, the delay of the lead vocal doesn't have any analog, but with this one I did put some analog in there though, just to give it a new texture, make it a little bit lo-fi. And then after that I had the J37 tape on like the flanger, the flanger preset, so that was pretty dope. You know, doing some audio degradation with the 7.5 IPS speed, but still the same tape formula. And you know, the tape speed is pretty important. It could change the tonal characteristic, the delay, and little stuff like that. You know, like little stuff like attention to detail. You know, J. Cole, he done already did the main lifting. J. Cole done already did the main lifting, the main hard work. He done already like put the foundation to the house. He done already put up the roof. All I gotta do is come in there and put in the glass windows, and all I gotta do is come in there and put in the door through that bed, put the toilet in there. That's what engineering is about. You know, it's like a partnership between you and the rapper. Let the rapper do the heavy lifting, bro. Let him do the heavy lifting. Sometimes you might have to do the heavy lifting, but for the most part, you gotta coach the rapper into the rapper giving you their best performance. And you know, when a rapper gives you their best performance, it's gonna make you as an engineer give your best mix, okay? And that's really a communication thing. That's not something I can even really help you with. Even though I'm telling you that, you gotta learn how to communicate with people to squeeze that out of the artist. Kind of like how a football coach, he gotta squeeze something out the quarterback. He gotta tell the quarterback, man, I'm gonna just do this play and just go out there and throw it as hard as you can. The coach can't throw the ball for the quarterback. You feel me? I can't throw the ball for y'all. The only thing I can do is put y'all in the position to make a play and for you guys to go out on the field and give your all, you know, when you're mixing. So yeah, we're compressing the reverb with the Fairchild, give it a little bit more grit.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time.
Yeah, so essentially I'm compressing the hell out of those ad-libs. I'm actually trying to like raise up the noise floor. Some people say, oh, raising up the noise floor is bad. That's not what you want to do. You want to have a dead silent vocal, which is not true, because when you go out in the world, when the hell is it ever quiet? Quietness is so awkward. If you ever heard somebody come into the room and say, especially females do this, they say, oh, why is it so quiet in here? Because nobody's used to know that goddamn quietness. So I'm compressing the shit out of the ad-libs, right? Boosting up the noise floor on parallel, just so that when I go into my reverb, I got all of this reverb, like, you know, like reverberating all this nasty noise. And look at my reverb, full range reverb, full fucking range, full range. And it's a very small size and everything like that.
It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we was blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale.
So this is also another different type of reverb in the REQ. You got a bunch of different types of reverbs, which is pretty dope. And they all got different responsiveness, but the echo verb is the one I picked. And also the decay. So when you do this decay, it kind of changes the early reflections. And that's why, you know, especially with J. Cole, like I wanted to change the tone of the room and everything like that. Sometimes you got a bad room, you might have to go into your reverb and like adjust the decay time and the style of the reverb to fit the tone of the acoustics in your room. Something underrated nobody really talks about. So this is the end of the J. Cole masterclass. You're gonna get with the template, if you want to get it, you're gonna get the lead vocal, you're gonna get some J. Cole ad-libs, you're gonna get a beat leveler, and you're also gonna get a mastering preset. Okay, so I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you guys now. Peace.